G'day mate and welcome back to Factorio with me, JD. Well, we've still got a red circuit problem. Plastic's not reaching the end. And if we use our max rate calculator again, we can see that we should be using 20 of each. So if this was a blue belt, which it certainly is, every one of these machines should be outputting. But we can't get plastic all the way to the end. So that's a problem in how plastic is getting onto our green, how it's merging with our green line. So, silly game. Okay, first thing we're going to do, because supposedly it makes a difference, and look at that, it does. Nope, doesn't anymore. I was going to do that and hopefully fix the problem. That didn't work. Alright, we're going to go with a new splitting method. We're going to take advantage of these priority splitters. And we're going to go output left, output left, output left. I built now. So we're trying to force everything. Input priority right. Input priority right. So we're trying to force everything into the left-hand lane. Alright. And then we get up here. And we have to do pretty much the exact same thing. So, we're going to go input from the right, goes left, you output to left, and then everything goes to left again. But because we already have a half stuffed up belt from the previous one, this is definitely not going to work. Okay. JD, think. You need to take the right hand side of this belt, just the right hand side of this belt, and run it here in a straight line. How the hell am I going to do that? Okay, I'm going to give myself just a tiny bit of room to work. On the right hand side of the belt. Okay, let's go up another tile. So I want the right hand side of the belt. And then I want the right hand side on the left. I know somebody's staring at their screen right now yelling at me. Let's clear those out. Let's put those there. It's on the wrong side still. Yeah, I didn't do anything. We want it like that. And then I want that one shorter. Let's purge this belt. So that's taking from the bottom lane, that's taking from the top lane. That's moving the top lane to the bottom lane. If I merge that in, that doesn't do me any good. Let's clear myself lots of that. Okay, I now got lots of room to work. Let's clear all this out. Okay, so you're going straight through. You're pulling off this side. We've taken that to that side. I now want to merge this into the bottom lane. It is on the bottom lane. See, I got this down pat already. I'm going to do that. Really convoluted way of doing it, but it works. So if we come to here, if we break, let's break that for 1 second. So we can see we're just pulling from the left-hand side. Occasionally, the right-hand side's moving, but if we zoom all the way out, we can see there's breaks in it. Alright, if we get a really good flow on the left-hand side, we're fine. So we're bringing it here and we're splitting the two. We're then taking the bottom, so we've gone from left and right to bottom and top. We're taking the bottom and it's sliding straight on, side loading. That's always worked in Factorio. With 16, the belt changes. It's slightly different. It doesn't work nearly as well as it used to. Normally, you'd have both these feeding on continuously and getting yourself a compressed belt. As we're getting here with the greens are doing wonders, but obviously they're coming through a lot better than what the plastic is. So we've taken the top side, we've split it off, we've run it underneath and spun it back around. So now the top side is also on the bottom side. And then we're merging them back together to make sure this bottom side is always flat out. Alright. Now we've done that. If I break that again, so I go back to the method we used to have. Now people used to build, I remember how one of these things work. One of these. A lane balancer. And in theory, this would balance out both lanes. But because we're only pulling from one side, we're going to have a problem. Like, of course, now it works perfectly, because for whatever reason, the plastic's backed up. Let's put a bit of red belt here and here. So I get a bit of a staggered. Come on, stagger for me. Let's break that one. There we go. Much more of the staggered throughput we were having before. And you see, it's not fully compressed anymore, because it's not quite going through. And you see we've got these gaps. So if we take that straight back through and link that back up, I've basically rebuilt the ancient lane balancer. And you can see here it is. It's being forced down to 1 red belt speed, which is still faster than what we're taking out here, and works beautifully. So, plastic sorted. Now the big question is, although they're highlighted, there is about a 2-minute delay on these things. Not much of a difference. This set is meant to output. So this set uses a whole blue belt worth of plastic and green circuits, and this one uses a little bit more than, because it doesn't have productivity modules. But now I can see the greens choking. So we're going to have to do the exact same thing. Let's give ourselves plenty of room. Pull these out. I come up 2 squares. 1, 2. That doesn't give us quite as much room as I'd like. Okay. So we now need to go. Oops. Oops. Why does I do that? Does that fix the problem? Apart from, you know, having plastic on both sides of the belt. Purge. Yeah. Now go back into the system. That might be all I have to do to fix this one. Obviously I should do the same with the plastic. So wherever there's room, which there really isn't any. Nope. No, of course you can't spend that far. I don't even know what the belt was that I broke. Ah, copper. Okay. Alright, we're going to leave that one for now. It's the first plastic pull off. It should be alright. Green circuits. Gotta wait. So, top one's definitely running. We've got stuff at both ends of the belt, which is theoretically impossible because it's using 22, but let's just ignore that for the moment. And we have green circuits at the end of this belt. So these are all running. The last ones are just going to take a while to kick on. Yeah, me using blue belt and slow inserters is not exactly a good idea, but we'll get there. We'll get there. You guys have used all the productivity modules. So whilst we're here, we will trim you lot out. And then make a new blueprint of that without all the extra crap. Just the machines. And I'm actually going to remove the modules off both these. I'm even going to pull the modules out of the copper machines because a little bit of copper I can deal with. It's really the red circuits we want sped up a lot. I don't think I need fish anymore. Okay. That's done, that's done, that's done. Overall increase. Maybe slightly. Yeah, definitely slightly. Slight increase is better than nothing. Okay. Next job to complete this episode is Skynet. Because we haven't been... Well, really, your belt? Auto launch. You're set to do not launch for over 2k in space science. Space science is definitely over 2k. 2.6k. Okay. So you're off waiting for more stuff. So, Skynet. Skynet. Here somewhere. Here! Here is our little Skynet. You know what? Because it was such a good build, we're just going to blueprint that. And then actually going to deconstruct that. No, I'm going to deconstruct that, all that, and that. Yeah, we're gonna leave the Roboport. But we haven't been making robots for ages. I accidentally forgot to cap the chest that made robot frames, and we've been running like that forever. We want 18, 19, 20. Perfect. We want... Where are they? No. Robot frames, which take 20 seconds. So this will give us 1 a second, which is probably enough to keep up with our demands. So in electric engines, we need batteries, we need steel, and we need green circuits. Let's go with green circuits. Line that up. And then up one. Actually, we've got steel right there. Okay. Steel is one of these guys. We're gonna go down, down, and then we're gonna go underground. Doesn't matter really what color of belt I use. Eventually we'll get everything to blue belt, probably. Okay, so there's 2 products in. So we just have electric engines and batteries. Batteries are all the way over there. They need to come up to here. Okay. So let's go... Really? Okay, let's go blue underground. Electric engines will tap in there. Try and get... Can I do this without having to move the belt of ammo? That'd be really convenient. Probably. Just. We're just gonna underground you there, put you in there. Bump, 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 bump. Yep, that'll do. Okay, electric engines and batteries. We need long hand inserter, 2 of those. Standard inserter, 2 of those. Power pole there, 2 standard inserters on the way out. Another power pole there. And then we're going to blueprint. No, I need a new blueprint. Nope. I need the out belt. Now I need a blueprint. And we will just bugger up placement of this several times. As you do. Nope, wrong blueprint. That blueprint. There, 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 and there. With 1 extra power pole on the end. Okay. Then we're going to put down our little Skynet build. Which we will put there. No. We're going to put it up a little bit. I'm going to give myself just a tiny bit of room. Okay, we need green circuits. So I'm going to pull green circuits off of there. I'm then going to underground them up to here. And tuck them into that inserter. You can go away, you can go away, you can go there. Red circuits can be delivered. I don't know why I have all this weird random stuff in my inventory. Go away. Go away. Sure. Okay. Bump, 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 bump. So, this was all calibrated many moons ago. So it says, hook some wires up to the inserters, and they are, which we're going to have to move. You're going to have to move. Okay, let's re-blueprint that part. And then deconstruct that part. And then we're going to go for blue inserter. There and there, there and there. Okay. Fine, fine, fine. Alright, done. Got there in the end. Stop inserting. Okay, your condition is logistics. And we'll put you there and change you to construction. Alright. Alright, let me set all this first, and then I'll talk you through it. Okay. So, going from the other end. We're making robot frames. Which I need to add all the ones that came off the network back into the network. Intermediates, robot frames, all of them. Delivering 1.5. Great. So, bare basics. Bear with me. So, inserter grabbing robot frames. Robot frames get turned into logistics robots. This inserter is told if there is less than, say, 300. No, let's go with 500. Less than 500. Only run if there's less than 500 on the network. This is a buffer chest, which lets us both request and have available on the network both at the same time in the same chest, which is brilliant. And I've said deliver all of them. So if any random Logibots end up either in my inventory, like these 9, buy, done, they'll end up back in here. Same with this, I don't want that crap. Alright, same with this one, construction robots, 500, that's heaps. So, all the bots end up in here. Then we have a slow inserter, and it's intentionally a slow inserter, so don't flood your network, because there is always a chance that your network can get flooded. Right. And we've got 2 inserters hooked up with wire conditions to read robot statistics. And can I click on that at the same time? No. So we've got this one doing the logistics bots, saying X signal is less than 50. X is available logistics bots. So you can currently see we've got 700 of 800 available. That's the important thing. If there's less than 50 available doing nothing, add some more, please. And then we've got available construction robot Z. Same with this one, Z equals 550. So you can see I have a lot more construction robots than I have logistics robots. And that's normally because I do big constructions. I will say, like, you know, deforest this whole area. I need a lot of robots for that. Because lots get stuck charging and all sorts of things. So, but same story. It adds robots slowly, as long as I make sure I have at least 50 available. If I don't have 50 available, it means for some reason the robots are busy doing stuff. This guy we will set to 100. Because I don't need that many construction robots overall. Over the whole network, I don't need that many. We're going to have red circuits delivered by Logibots, just because I'm lazy. And green circuits will get fed straight in off the belt because it's right here. And our excess got dumped into here, which means hopefully... nah, it's importing onto the wrong side of the belt. That's unfortunate. I sort of wanted that chest. But sure. And inserter, power pole, all of those. That's there. Set that to stupid high. And grab my chest. Where's my chest gone? There it is. Yeah, because I want all my frames, like as always. If something accidentally happens, I want them recycled. I want them to end up in this chest and go back in, and actually be used by the system. So we've done that one. 24 minutes. Well, that's definitely gone up. We're now at 900. You get there. Well, if I pull you lot out, you guys don't have any. So close. I've got 4 on me. I've got 2 being delivered. So does that now mean... Now hang on, let's do the top row. Yeah, that's using pretty much a belt of each. And that's using pretty much a belt of each. Okay, so we're at our maximum output for red circuits. Anything you actually apply on the end reduces the amount of red circuits. Amount of plastic. Long story short. Okay, let's go with this. These guys use 4 and 4 for 2 lots off. These guys use 15 and 15. So the only thing I can do from now on is speed these guys up. Do I speed them up? Do I not speed them up? How many speed modules do we have? 53. Not many. Okay. Let's see what we do. First off, I'm going to straighten out this belt. I'm going to rebuild this. That's the bottom line. I sort of wanted that inserter. That assembler. We're going to rebuild red circuits. Okay. You're outputting onto the outside. Nope. I want you to output onto the inside. I'm just trying to clear some room on these belts, because I've got a plan in mind. So that means copper cable is now on the inside track. That's all of it cleared up. Okay. Because we're still at the belt part of the base. We're still in that transition area. So I could build a lovely bot build right now and have robots do all this sort of stuff. The catch is the base. It could, but it couldn't support it. I'm still at the point where going for belts is a much better system overall. So red circuits are now here. I want to turn red circuits around. Oh, actually, I'm going to filter splitter now. Look at that. Left. Red circuits only. Look at that. Oh, copper cable ends up over there. Meh. Okay, biggest problem I have is the beacons only reach for 3 tiles. So I need to make sure that my beacons would get close enough, providing robot ports aren't in the way, to actually touch every one of these buildings. Really? With the roboports? They're going to move too. Not now. Eventually. Red circuits are there. I'm going to bring you this way, this way, this way. We're going to bring you back to there. And we're going to shove one of those around the right way. Done. Okay, so we're going to pull our red circuits off. We're going to do slow inserters, because that's our output down the middle, and get rid of all of them. There's still some copper cable left. I thought I cleared that. No, no, no. Oh, it's this one. You cannot play ball. Go away. Okay. So, now we've done that, we've cleared up some room to put down some happy beacons. I want to put them there. One object's been damaged. Nah, it's fine. Okay. No. We're getting there. So, actually, before the beacons get here, so these two rows produce 1.4. Come on, bots. Grab those speed modules. You already grabbed a stack. What can I get out of my inventory? Repair packs. I don't need repair packs. Speed modules. Bring me speed modules. Okay, so they were producing 1.4. They're now producing 7. So they are vastly increased the amount they're producing with just one row of speed modules. The goal is actually to get these speed modules duplicated on the north side, along with these rotor ports out of the way. Okay, put those two down. Alright, so it's half a build, half a partial bit of a build. Alright, I'm going to end this here, so we know roughly what we've started to do. Really? We're backed up on red circuits. So here am I fixing red circuits, and red circuits are no longer the problem. It's now copper, green circuits, all those fun things. No, green circuits is backed up. Okay, I'm going to end the episode here. I'm going to reevaluate and come back. All right. As always, thank you guys for watching. Thoughts, comments, random abuse, anything I screwed up, put them down in the comments below. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye!